Hello, beautiful ones and crafting friends. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I hope everyone is doing well today. First, I'd like to give a quick shout out to all those that are on the East Coast in that area there that are dealing with that snowstorm. Um, Prayers go out to you guys. I hope that you guys can recover from that real quick and get back to your lives. I also want to give a quick shout out to my YouTube and Facebook friend, my Facebook friend Leanne. Hey Leanne, how you doing? And one of my YouTube girls, she's GameGirlAZD, Glenda. Hey Glenda, I'll leave Glenda's link in the description so you guys can stop by and show her some love. She's a new crafter. So thanks so much you guys for sharing your tutorial on what thanks for sharing your project on my tutorial that I shared with you guys last week. So today you guys, I have another quick fun fold card for you. This one is called a joy fold card. There's a lot of variations out there. You can do a Google search on Pinterest or in YouTube and you'll find a lot there. But this is one that I found on Pinterest. And it's one of my favorites. And I have a couple of them, but this is the one I like right now because it's universal. And let me show you the card that I shared on Facebook. I always share with them first before I share here so I get their feedback first. So here's my card. I chose this one for a guy's card because a lot of people are asking about masculine cards. And so this is the card that I created. And so I'll share quickly the products that I used. I used this punch that I got from Joann's. I also used these two embossing folders. What did I do with? Oh, here they are. They're both by Cuttlebug, and this project was for a group that I'm in on Facebook. It's a Cuttlebug and Cricut cartridges group. And so this one is called Argyle, and this one's called Diamond in the Rough. And so I used those as my pattern paper. But you can use cardstock to do your embossing folder with, and it makes it a pattern. Or you can use pattern paper. On this next project I'm going to share with you guys, I'm using pattern paper. Sorry about that if I'm not in frame. And what else did I do? Oh, the button is from my stash. And the sentiment is from this Fiskars stamp set that I have. It's love quotes. And this one here. And it says, love doesn't make the world go round. Love is what makes the ride worthwhile. And the quote is by Elizabeth Browning. So that's the card. So what we're gonna do this time, you guys, is as I made this card, we're gonna modify it. All you're gonna do is pretty much you're gonna keep the same instructions, but we're gonna turn it around. So now that your opening is gonna be to your left as opposed to your right in my original card. Alright? So let's get started. So what you're going to need is 2 pieces of cardstock for your base. The first one is cut at 4.5 by 8.5. And on the 8.5 inch side, and you guys, when I say on the 8.5 inch side, if this is a scoring board that you have in front of you, and I say the long side, so this is the 4.25 by 8.5. So I say on the long side, which is the 8.5 side, bump it up against your score board and score it at 5.5. All right. So your next one, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that same color for your base, and you're going to cut it at 3 by 8. And then you're going to score it on the long side, which is the 8-inch side. You're going to score it at 4. So, when you finish, people, what did I do with it? Here we go. You should have your long base piece, which is 4.25 by 8.5. score it at 5.5, fold it. That should go that way. It should be in that direction. So your flap should be to the right. On your next piece, which is the 3 by 8, scored at 4, it should be like this. And it should be, the opening should be like this, and it should be to your left. So it should be like that. Alright? So now we're good. You can either use pattern paper and stop, but I like to double layer mine. So I'm going to give you the instructions for the double layer first, and then I'll leave the instructions for the regular way either down below or on my blog. So check that out, okay? So for this one, we're going to use 2 layers. So I have a red layer as my second piece, my color of choice. So you have to have like 2 main colors. So this is the pattern paper that I'm using, you guys. And this is from Michael's Recollections Valentine's Day kit. So you see that there's 3 colors in there, black, white, and red. So I chose white as my base, and I chose red as my secondary color. So on your secondary color, you're going to cut your papers to the first piece is going to be oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness, excuse me. The first piece is going to be the inside piece, and you're going to cut that piece to 4 by 4.25. That's this piece right here. Okay, 4 by 5.25. That piece is going to be your inside layering piece. Okay. Then we're going to finish the inside. So let me go ahead and mat this one, you guys, so you guys can see me. So this is your inside piece, and remember your flap should be to the right of you. This is our first layering piece, and this goes in the inside. Make sure you have all your score tape and glue not hanging. No one likes a messy card to give it to anyone. I know I don't. So I try my best to make sure all that is taken care of first. Come on, crafting people. So here we go. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, you guys. I have to take it away from the frame because I can't see with the camera in my flip cam in the way. You want to center this as much as possible, people. And trust me, I am not good at centering, but I'm going to do the best I can. So there's our first layer. Then our next layer, which is our designer series paper, you're going to cut that to, now I cut mine 1/8 of an inch, so they had like a little border around it. And that's the one I'm sharing with you guys right now. Now I'm going to, this one is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And see, that goes inside like so. And I'm going to share with you what I mean by my little border once I get this down so you guys can see. Now see that little 1/8 of an inch border? I like that. Now the outside white one right here, that's 1/4 inch. So if you like that, each one a little bit, each layer 1/4 inch, I'll leave that information down below or on my blog. So, and if you don't, you can just follow this one. Okay, so now we're going to work on the outside. So that piece, this piece here on the outside flap is, let me see if I got the right one. Yeah, okay. Is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. Okay. And this is your top flap layer piece. This is your secondary color. Okay, let's center this as much as I can. I tell you, with the camera in the way, you guys, it is very hard to see. But I digress. Okay, and then our next piece is 2 3/4 by 4, and that's the designer series paper. Oh man, I didn't think this video was going to take this long, you guys, and I apologize. I was trying to keep it under 10 minutes, but I guess explaining and sharing, it does add up. So here's our second layer. Okay, so there we are so far. Now you're going to take your flap, your 3 by 8 flap that you folded in half, and you're going to adhere your adhesive on the back side. Now remember, the flap's got to make sure that you got your flap open on the right side. Sorry about that, you guys. And then you're gonna what I did so far is that I already have my adhesive on the back, so I wanted to layer the outside and the inside, so I'm going to do that. So this you're going to cut 2 pieces at 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, one is for your message in the inside, like what I'm about to do now, and the other one is for your sentiment or embellishment that you want to put on the front. See, I hope I got that straight as I can get it. So that's my sentiment inside. And oh my goodness, where's that last piece? I tell you, when you craft, you can never find what you're looking for. Oh, there it goes. Okay, here's my last piece. Found it. So I don't know what I can do to make this under 10 minutes, you guys. I've seen other people do it. I don't know why I'm doing such a bad job, but anyway, here's my last part. So this is where you can put your it's so slippery on that mat. You can put your sentiment, make an embellishment, and put it after this layer. That part's all up to you. That's what makes crafting so much fun. You can create it and make it your own. Okay, so now I have my message and my sentiment and my adhesive on the back. Okay, last part. I usually try to center it as much as I can, about 3/4 in. I mean, a 1/4 inch in or so. Half an inch. Sorry, half an inch. Yeah, about a half an inch from the side, and just place it there, please. Okay, and there we go. There you have it. Now you can put, well, like I did here, you can add your own embellishment. I took some foam squares that I have. I took some small foam squares from my stash, and I kind of found out where I was going to have my button and added one there, and it gave me that little stop for my closure. So that's what you can do. I didn't finish this one, you guys, because I don't know what I'm going to write or do on the top of that, but I wanted to share with you guys how to make one. So I hope you guys like that. If you like this video, please click that like button. I love to hear your thoughts and comments. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for your time. As always in party, I wish you peace, love, and blessings. Until our next time, take care. Don't forget to share. Bye for now.